pretty snaky. My name is Sheri Monk. Okay, I've got a young rattlesnake here. I spend a lot of time looking for rattlesnakes and rattlesnake dens. Yeah, there's two in there. There's a neonate and a larger one. From Winnipeg originally. When I found out that Canada was home to rattlesnakes, it just blew my mind. And then saw my first one in the wild, and that was it. I was hooked. I was absolutely entranced and just wanted to spend the rest of my life studying them. I have years and years of experience of moving them, and I am permitted by Alberta Environment and Parks, which is a requirement. It's on that very corner of the rock. So now we're being still and it's not as threatened, so it's going to continue on its way. And that's exactly what we want to happen. We don't want to cause the snake any stress. Myth busting is a lot of what I do. There's like so many. They're not going to chase you. That is a myth. That baby rattlesnakes are the most dangerous. They're not. Rattlesnakes are now breeding with bull snakes to create an even bigger, badder hybrid of snake. I get that a lot. For every person that I can educate, that is one more person that is bought into the idea of conservation.
What brings me here today is conquering my fear of rattlesnakes. I started at a point where I couldn't even say the word snake. I had a nickname for them. I called them Carl's. There's a trail out here named after me called Carl's Revenge.
So Allison contacted me and said that she had this debilitating phobia of snakes, and it had started to really disrupt her life. And obviously I'm not a therapist at all, but I do love talking about snakes. Allison was like super committed to learning. We saw our very first one together, just at the side of one of these rocks. But she's super motivated and she's super science-based, and that's how I operate. I love the science of biology and ecology, and being able to share that with somebody who was science-minded made it a lot easier. A lot of our fears are based in misconceptions.
They're actually very nurturing, and that is not a word I would associate 5 months ago. I never thought in a million years this would be my comfort zone, and now I'm completely different, and I'm able to sort of share that knowledge of snakes and co-presenting with Sheri on rattlesnakes. It's just unbelievable to me.
Yeah, these are keeled. So this is rattlesnake. Yeah, bet you didn't think you'd be searching for snake sheds.
Not today.
Last fall. That would have been enough to trigger your anxiety before, right?
Absolutely.
So I didn't find a snake, but I did find a snake shed. And this is a bull snake shed. Of course, before you do this, you have a good look to make sure you don't have any rattlesnakes right nearby. When I see good-sized sheds, it makes me so happy that this huge adult snake that's capable of breeding has made it back safely for the year. That's what that means to me. Another one made it. This one's longer than I am, and I'm 5'5". Over winter, snakes will spend their time down underground in their dens. What we have in southeast Alberta are large hollows under the ground that can be accessed through, badger holes or just erosion or even ground squirrel activity. Did you see that little hole right there? That's all they need for an entrance into a safe place. And then some of those burrows lead into kind of big cavernous areas that get far enough below the frost line that the snakes can survive the winter. They'll come up during the day and bask and enjoy the sunshine in the same way that we will on nice days. And then once it really starts to get cold out, they'll start staying down. Every fall, it's like so hard to say goodbye to them for the year. Now is hunting season, and we do have a lot of people that will come down from, Calgary and area to hunt pronghorn or mule deer, and sometimes they may not be prepared for snake encounters or expecting them, but it is still possible, right up until, November, or there's significant snow on the ground. So, wearing gaiters and keeping your eyes peeled and, your ears listening is always a good idea in rattlesnake country, no matter what time of the year. Life is not easy when you don't have hands. Anybody that studies snakes, any of the biologists that work in Alberta or anywhere else, usually will keep den sites, pretty top secret, because we don't want these animals to be poached. We don't want to see them used as target practice. And even for the people that, really just want to see them in the wild, that have the best of intentions. So every time that we have a snake encounter and we cause it to defend itself by, rattling and letting us know it's there, and sometimes they'll rise up into that classic sort of S shape. That takes energy and that takes calories. And that energy and those calories are absolutely crucial to get them through the winter. As long as you are 8 feet away, you're fine. Most people, if they have a fear of them, I'll say 10 to 12 feet. But at that distance, you are close enough to take, a nice photo with your phone and to give the animal enough space so that it returns to its natural behavior.